Hey guys, Bryce here, and welcome back to Ogre Battle. Today we're taking on Lake Genenia, or Lake Gensenia as they say inside of the map for some reason. I do things a little bass-ackwards here, and due to the fact that I do things bass-ackwards, the story will not make a whole lot of sense. They assume you're not going to go to that town there, and I'm not going to liberate the town that I aimed my opinion leader at first. They assume you're going to get the one to the south of where I am currently sending all the units. Because then they figured that one I'm sending everyone to, up north there, that's on screen, that was on screen there. If you do that, then you'll meet a fellow by the name of Sirius twice before you do any other places, and he'll tell you all about the boss of the area. But instead, I'm going to hear about the boss of the area through the people who live in the area, and they have less than flattering things to say. It's not good, it's not great, I don't want to participate. So we have Gilbert out working as our pick-em-off troop master champion here. But first things first, let's get ready to rock and roll as we face off with 6 slashes. They put the knights in the back. Not smart. Not smart, game. Not smart at all. Next up, Gilbert gets to show off. And we'll give you the full look at him and his worms. His worms! He really enjoys having a good time. They are strong, and they can absorb a lot of damage. This unit will kill a lot of guys, especially if you start equipping them with good weaponry. Oh, doctor, they gonna scale a computer just so good. That was English somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it sure wasn't English here. As you can see, we're wrecking these guys. And these guys are a low sky unit with those Hawkmen. One Hawkman can carry a whole, troop of people. Typically, outside of, I think, Big Beast. And maybe even that might not be entirely true. And Krasno D! As it says, if you click on the tab, it says Krasno D. Love it. Some intelligence. Woo! Yeah! Okay. Okay. Ooh. Gross. If you say no, it'll hurt your reputation. You say yes, it helps your reputation. This map's all about getting your reputation up because they give you the easiest choices imaginable. They're like, unless you're stupid, you're going to gain a lot of rep here. And you're like, oh, I don't want to help. But that won't work that way. Alright, next up we have a wild man working with 3 Amazons. Pretty good design. Wild men early game are really strong and they can just absolutely hammer dance your characters. But these guys aren't too much of a problem, so let's just pound everyone to pieces and we get ready for the next one. We've seen this unit type before. A Doll Mage with a Beast. Woo! 3 slams of the fist and an acid attack. No big deal. This unit, if they would put everyone in the back row, would be good. As it is, it's still decent because they get 4 targeted magic attacks. 2 bolts and then 2 of the targeted wizard ones. We wiped the floor with those guys, and we got ourselves a sunshine. Woo! And now if we use that, it'll make it noon at any point we want. Useful to have. Useful to have. It's almost like they wanted me to have it, as if I was fighting a boss or fighting him during the day might be good. As you can see, we're ready to level up one of the characters in Lance's unit. But we are not going to deal with those levels up yet. We're going to play the next map, and then we'll deal with class ups. And we're just going to do that and leave it to make it easy to cover. This is actually a pretty good unit. 6 clubs, and they got healing on their side. So if those clubs are landing, our front row boys could be in trouble. What else we got waiting for us? Well, you know, Gilbert's going to finish him off, because Gilbert is strong as the bizballs. This is the power of a high sky or even a low sky unit. You can just pick off injured units and hey, you're like, we already fought these guys. Why are their characters back? You know why their characters are back, guys? Because they got into town and they recruited new fighters. It's almost like going to a temple for you and reviving. It's the same thing in towns with them. They can settle in a town with people missing. Same with these guys. As you can see, they've got 2 Amazons back in. Now they're leaderless. That's not good. What does that mean? They become skull and crossbones. And they can just wander around morosely trying to go back home to get a new leader. But we ain't gonna let them do that because Gilbert cuts them off. Man, oh man, flying units are the best for picking off injured units. It's so good. You idiots hadn't missed you when you got shot with that arrow. That's just silliness. Silliness abound. And hey, we got a merchant. That's a neat item. It's not good right now, but once we get a lot of money, a merchant item is pretty good. That allows us to call Anywhere Jack, who allow us to buy items to up all stats except for alignment, unfortunately. That'd be too broken, I suppose. Oh yeah? Jesus, that's gross. Fucking Ramsey Bolton over here, what a dick. Alright, let's get us another temple on the go. Why not? Why the hell not? Nothing wrong with that, that's a good card. Star cards are very useful for hitting bosses. Hey, we found an item! Now, Golden Mail's not so great, but it's a thing. It's a thing that exists. I believe it's like 12 physical defense. It doesn't have any sort of elemental association either, so at least it doesn't add or hurt you on weaknesses.
Thank you.
Woo, more intelligence. Yeah. And here's Sirius. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. Yes, quite. Oh, sweet! The boss wants to join us. No. We don't want the boss's help. Fucker. I don't want your goddamn bullshit thrown at me. And you've stopped seeing enemy troops here because we are just finishing them off. And now everything's done. Because the last unit was killed and we're sending people home. And we will be ready for all the good stuff to happen that'll happen. Because remember, we got to pay these guys in half a day. Right now it's high midnight, but at high noon we got to pay them. We don't want to pay nobody nothing. That's a good pull. One alignment up. Beautiful. See this? Yep. Yeah. Just taking it easy. Taking it easy. Better mood at night. Okay. Yeah, and thinking about his girls is really creepy. Anyway, the reason Gilbert's up in this chunk of the world is the only buried item. It's a snow cape in this instance. Which is another defensive piece. And I tend not to use a lot of defensive armor in this game because you're better to have weapons and kill with offense. It really is better to go there. Plus, once you've been playing long enough, your characters tend to be able to take a bunch of damage. And we get some strength up. Nothing wrong with that. It's an okay card to use in battle, but not so useful. You know, it's okay. Yeah, werewolves in these times, you know, where there's magic users and fairies and angels walking around the fucking planet. Nah, that's just stupid. You're stupid to believe that's possible. What an... See this asshole? He believes in werewolves. Well, that's no good. So, that cost me a quarter of a day of, like... It just makes the day end here, because once you're past the 50% mark on the meter, that'll make you have to pay people. So that's bull crap. So I didn't have time to get everyone back home that I wanted to be ready. So we have another day of crap to do here. Oh, you're rope attacked by a neutral character. And in the mountains here, you find a weirdly colored fighter. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Don't know what's up with that. Let's check him out. He's a beastman, but beastmen have whips. What? Let's check him at night. At night, he's a werewolf. So you can recruit your own werewolves here if you want to go through such unique means and efforts and conveyances. Now I'm just setting up here, and we're going to do a little equip here. So, for the purpose of killing this guy, as indicated by that rune axe we got, we're going to give white elemental weapons to our characters. Because we're going to fight first with these guys, and we'll bring in the heavies if we need to. So as you can see, these two both have better intelligence ratings than strength ratings, but they'll do right now in a pinch. So we will now be able to kill them off, and of course we have the rune axe. Oh, and if you want to see, okay, I was right about the golden mail, and this is good physical and cold defense. That's something. The rune axe is really strong. It's a good weapon. Pristine and the Mystic Mace are better used to up your magic user's intelligence to do more damage. And now it's time for the day. So let's get ready. I didn't want to run another day off the old tally. Oh, it's you. What are you so happy about? I see. You're going down. If you say yes, I think you just get knocked backwards as if you were defeated in battle. Well, let's do or die, baby. Let's do or die. He's in the front. Makes him very vulnerable. I would prefer to use something other than Magician, but that's what we got. As you can see, he's a beastman right now. A single fighter hit. And you can see how strong he is. Look how much damage he just did. He set my fighter up for defeat here, but I have no healing cards, nothing I can do outside of running away, so screw that. We're just going to push through, and we're going to hope that we make it and live like champion liver, guys. That's some pretty good damage right there. That was the other thing we kind of needed to have happen. We needed some good damage to land from Europa. Unfortunately, we got a whiff and a whiff because, again, you need high agility to hit him, and BAM! Third one got him. Bosses have higher agility, which makes them hard to hit for conventional fighters. So there you go. The thrill of liberation rings in our ears as Elsram is belonging now to the rebels, and we own Lake Genenia. So we now can build a cottage and just hang out. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. We're getting close to the end of the kind of educational maps. This one has a little bit of challenge to it. Not much, but a little bit. We're just a couple maps away now, really, from when stuff gets amazing. But, first things first, back into Lake Genenia. Let's get ready to roll a rock down a hill as we head on in and visit with towns. Never dawned on me! Ha ha! Dawned. Ha ha! Sun came. Oh, that's a real downer. That's a real downer. Thanks, game. Ooh, a neutral character for Canopus. Like the Canopy. And since it's in the mountains, once again, it is a Wolf of the Were, as you see. That's what they look like. They're crazy. They're crazy. Ah, no problem. You get that message about half the places here. Work for me? Uh-huh. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, take that, you mother... Ew, gross. Even he's not a dog. Still. So, I'm going to let Europa finish the visiting stuff as I send Canopus out into the water. I'm going to call him Canopus because that's actually the name I've always called him by. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. That's just how I've always said. So Europa did the visit, and now you're going to join him in the water because there are two types of neutral encounters in the ocean, which is the dark blue water. And hey, Canopus finds one. And we get an octopus. Boo. Just check and see if I can kill it. As you can see, wasn't going to happen. I wasn't having enough attacks. And hey, another one. Maybe this one will be the one I'm looking for. As we get an octopus. Boo. Boo. This game. I'm just seeing if maybe I can do enough damage. You can see how tanky these damn octopi are. Taking a good hit there, but this is the one. 11 damage. Jesus. Alright, this has got to be the one. This has got to be the one. And no, it's not. It's not an octopus. And I actually wasn't paying attention to let the day run out, so at this point I'm paying for another day. Let's keep looking. And almost immediately after that, I found the other one. It's a Raven Man. I tend to struggle to raise Raven Men. I tend to make more of what Canopus is, which is eluding me at the moment. So instead, I just wanted to recruit a couple here, which will replace the back row of Hawkman, and we'll be good to go with his unit, because then we'll be all fancy looking. Fancy in that fancy. Anyway, next time, the Pogrom Forest beckons.